Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Well, welcome back, everyone. You know it's Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and More time. Today we have Silver Surfer, number 10, 75 cents back in 1988. Title of the story, Space is Eternity, by Steve Englehart and M. Rogers. Now, before we begin, don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's see what's going on. Now, Nats! Now we shall have a reckoning. Long ago and far away began the twisted path that has led the Silver Surfer to this time and this place. But now the Elder's fantastic scheme to destroy Galactus and all reality has literally vanished down a black hole. And as we shall see, the path is even longer than the Surfer knows, or even shallow now that space is eternity. We were almost gone, Surfer, crushed to nothingness and radiated into some more universe, maybe, like the soul gem the Elder's Galactus couldn't pull back. But we are not gone, Nova. He did save us and those five in the end. And I told you when the first we met, time would diminish the memory. Go on, then. Alien do you worst. The champion had failed, but once in his cycles of his life, but once enough for an elder. You failed against the Surfer, brother, as did I. If we couldn't defeat Galactus' former herald, we should have known. Silence, runner! Reclamations are enough for lesser beings. We gambled and we lost, and now we learn the result. Nothing else affects that elegant equation. Oh, yes, but you've lived your life for games of chance, Grandmaster. I've lived mine for my trophies. But you, of all of us, have endured frequent failure. Collector, the Avengers have beaten you again and again. The Avengers are formidable in their way, Gardner, but this is the devourer of the worlds. Indeed, little men, and you should have understood that better than anyone, since you have outlived everyone except myself. You should have understood that before you trifled with me and my faithful herald. Say your final words. No, we can't die, not after all this time. Fool is the bluffing, remember. Fool, he is bluffing. Remember that I have freed us from the specter of death. But Galactus is the third force in reality between the entities called death and eternity. I exist to rectify their imbalances. I will devour you as easily as I devour worlds. Oh, no, what's going to happen? He looks at them and he goes, oh, did he eat them? I don't know. Superhero pins. Ooh. 5 of them destroyed. Here 3 more lost to the black hole. 1 more, the Obliterator, rendered impotent by you, Surfer, leaving only the contemplatory his astral form, joined in the elders, attacked by his physical form, remains elsewhere, unjustifiable, free. Nova, you will find him and bring him to me, of course, Master. And what of you, Surfer? What of me, Galactus? I flew to your defense because I know the purpose you serve in the reality, and because the elders killed Mantis and tried to kill Shalaba. There is nothing further between us. No, you will want to soar the space wars, revealing to you in your freedom. I say again, Mantis is dead. If I soar, it is to distract me from the sorrow. I see you always were much too human. Humans are far more passionate than I. By my standards, there is no one more passionate than you. Every living thing knows passion in its way. Still, I ask you, as one free being to another, to guide my current herald on her path toward the final elder for as long as you will. Why should I? I owe you nothing. You owe me nothing. You owe me everything. It was I who gave you the silver skin and shining board to indulge your passion for cosmic grandeur. and you who imprisoned me on the earth, robbing me of grandeur for good and sufficient reason. And even then, your time of imprisonment, though perhaps lengthy by the earth standards you adopted while there was but a fraction of the time you had spent as my herald. And that is a fraction of the time remaining to a long-lived Zenlavian. Your audacity amazes me. Am I not Galactus? You can fly anywhere, Norrin Radd, at any time. Surely it will not constrain you to greatly speed to my new, and if you're largely untested, herald on her way. Master, I'll admit that I was shaken by that black hole, but I don't need anybody's help, and I especially don't want help from the surfer. He failed you as a herald. I haven't, but I am asking only him, not you. Will you go with her, surfer? I might. I know where the contemplator was seen last, though he'll undoubtedly have fled after experiencing the elder's failure through astral eyes. But only if you'll extend your pledge never to menace Earth again, to include my home world of Zenn-La. Just who do you think you are? Unlike you, I'll stop at nothing to provide Galactus with worlds to eat. If Zenn-La is near when he needs nourishment, I so pledge, surfer. You do? How very curious. I have suspected before that he cares for the women more than would seem impossible. But did I not find new levels within me? Through Mantis? Well, then I suppose I must accompany Nova. Good, and perhaps you will both learn something from the other. Go now, Nova. Will you now know to find me when your quest is completed? Master, I don't want to leave you. How will you survive? The energy drew from the 6 worlds and the 5 elders will suffice till you return. Go now. I've agreed to serve. And off they go into the wild blue yonder. Why are you stopping? We cannot leave yet. There is more to come. What are you talking about? Forgive me, Nova, but Galactus was correct. I was with him a very long time. His reason for sending us away together is plausible, but the same sense which allows me to find my way through the formless abyss tells me there is another, larger dimension to his action. That something extraordinary is about to happen back there. So, you're going to spy on him? Absolutely, and invite you to join me. And there's Galactus looking into the abyss. Looking into the abyss. What's happening to him? Oh no, it's turning into that. All hail Galactus. Hail to the eternity. Oh no. Holy cow, what is going on? There is honor in thine assumption of human form, and more in thine assumption of the star. Every man and every woman is a star. Speak, thou life, why hast thou sought me, the alien in the universe presence? I put thee in harm's way. It is thy due to know the reason. Cycles previous I sensed in my way, the intent of the upstart elders, that they intend to defeat my sister death, then thee, and then myself. It is not my way to act as a being, rather I meditated on the pure idea of continuity. And from this meditation came the manifestation as the celestials appeared from the nebulous spheres. And Jemiah, the analyzer, came to stand upon the Skrull Empire. And the Skrulls, already shaken by the loss of their prime racial ability, panicked and attacked their ancient enemies, the Kree, to begin the Second Kree-Skrull War, which threatened Zenn-La and set the Silver Surfer against the Kree commander. Oh, man. So the Silver Surfer would either greet my sister Dart Death or take control of the one soul gem ungathered by the elders. And if he took the gem, he would not allow it to be used against thee, thus saving me. The Surfer was the weak link in thine idea. No idea has descended to manifestation without an imperfection. Yet the Surfer served thee well for many cycles, often at great cost to himself. In the realms there below ourselves, there was none other more qualified to face the challenge, none other born of flesh who soareth closer to the gods. And one day Nova shall do as well as he. One day in eternity. Hail to the eternity! All hail Galactus! And away she goes. I never imagined eternity. Surfer, I had no idea how enormous it all is. What Galactus really is. What you are. What you did. And all it cost me was Mantis. I'm sorry. Must I always be pawn? I would say we're all pawns to being like those. But I want to be more. I want to do more than fly near gods while men and women die. Hey, I was just a woman more recently than you were just a man. You've forgotten how good this really is. I've forgotten that you were associated with the Fantastic Four. You have that optimism. I have my own optimism. Thank you very much. As Frankie Ray of the Bay Ridge, Brooklyn before joined Galactus. And all it cost me was Mantis. I would say we're all pawns to being like those. But I want to be more. I want to do more than fly near gods while men and women die. Shall we go see some universe, Surfer? It may not be fabulous after eternity, but can't be too bad. No, I suppose it can't. But being new to the cosmos is not necessarily an advantage. Nova, I've seen your fear and your wonder, and in spite of all the power those can mean your death out here. I know now the final reason Galactus wanted me to accompany you on this quest. But your spirit brings back happy memories of Mantis, Quiet of Joy, the Fantastic Four, taught you well. I wonder how the foursome is getting on since last I saw them. Reed and Susan, Jennifer and Benjamin. And so the path reaches its true ending, having come full circle. And yet circle goes even onward. Ben and Shari, Johnny and Crystal, that's us. Now, chala! No idea descends a manifestation without imperfection, the ambassador from Wazilin, supreme leader. It is good of you to see me at this time, Supremor. I am not the Supremor, Madam Ambassador. For us Nikri, the title was the exclusive preserve of the Supreme Intelligence. How sadly inoperative. Pardon me, yet I was given to understand that you are empowered to act in his name. I was his chief coordinator. I worked more closely with him than anyone understands the parameters of the Empire. Better than anyone else with a mortal mind. I rule until someone else proves to me that superior, but assure you, we value stability. Any compact to be reached between myself and your world in our war with the hated Skrulls will be honored. Excellent. Then perhaps we should get to business. I agree. Guards, leave us. Yes, Supreme Leader. And they kiss? The girls kiss? Oh no. This is fabulous, Nenora. Isn't it? How could we ever have imagined that a Skrull spy could take power in the Kree Empire? How could we have imagined that we Skrulls would become locked into the shapes we have chosen for our espionage? But always known you were lucky from the moment we first became lovers. You chose to court danger on the enemy homeworld in a female form. While I, little knowing the consequences, changed into a malices for the grotesque. Never mind, Aptak, Skrulls know to look beyond the form. I love you just as much as ever. I must tell you it's good to hear that. When last we spoke, you said nothing. I had no time. I could not jeopardize my mission. No, I understand. But now, with your having supreme control, here the ambassador from Wazilia can be alone with you whenever we want. And more than that to our emperor, if not to me. The Skrull Empire now controls the Kree Empire. You can order your fleets into ambushes. We can decimate them within cycles. I don't know that. That would be such a good idea, darling. It would excite Too many suspicious among the subordinates. It's better, I feel, to make any changes in the balance of power gradually. To work with traditional scrolls subtly and low treachery. Ugh. So that and one alive will realize what I truly am. The wine burns! Poison, darling! I loved you once, but how many of us have the chance to rule an empire? No idea descends into manifestation without imperfection. Those elders are difficult to absorb, but I have eternity. Eternity, I tell you, eternity. Dost thou, our disruptor, death is not one ever to be honored. Oh no, well that was Silver Surfer number 10. It was 75 cents way back in 1988. I hope you enjoyed that little reading. And don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And as Papa, the Surfer, and Galactus always say,
That was easy.
until next time, Papa is out.